Okay, so hello and yeah, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What do I have to say? As you can see from the title of the video, I'm going to use my favorite product at the moment, featuring the EVITA Joseph's brushes to do my makeup. You see, to beat this face. I'm filming a video immediately after this, so the makeup you see here, you see in the I'm just all over the place because it's almost 11 p.m. and I'm about to film like 2 or 3 videos before I sleep, so bear with me. So I'm going to show you everything that I do from brows. My brows are already microbladed, as you can see, but I'm going to show you from brows to eye, everything I do when I want that like simple but beat face. Yeah, so let's get to it. So the first thing I do is, since I already have microblading, I have like light hairs over here. I don't know if you can see. So I have like light hairs. I didn't make hair redo the front side. So I'm going to use the EVITA Joseph's brow pencils, one of my favorite brow pencils, even before I did like my microblading. So I have it in the shade which one is this? Rich Espresso 3, Chestnut Brown 1, and Midnight Drop 4. So I'm going to use the Midnight Drop 4 to create like I've already primed, moisturized my face, all of that. So I'm just going to use this to draw strokes like right here, just fill in there, the patch. That's all I'm literally going to do. Then the arc. Yeah, that's it. So after I go in with my LA Girl Pro concealer in beautiful bronze with the EVITA Joseph's firm angled brush, this I'm going to use to conceal my brows. If you see me looking down, I'm looking in my mirror, so please forgive me. And always remember to use a concealer that's like close to your skin or your skin tone, even your foundation shade. I think that's the best. I don't like the whole highlights thing. Just a round blending brush to just buff it. I normally don't conceal my eyes like on the daily basis because I don't need to, but I just want to do it like when I'm going out and I want my brows to be like snatched and looking almost perfect. I do it. So the next thing we are going to do is set my face with powder. So after I prime my face with, normally I use I use these two, so they are dirty but don't mind me, the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer or the RIMMEL Stay Matte. I don't like this primer, but I only like it when I use this and I use like a powder like this to set it. So this together I like, but this alone, crap. So I'm going to take my sponge and my powder and just dab like this. Then I do. So after I powder my face like this, then I go in with my all-time favorite now, my favorite foundation now. I use this all the time, even though it's expensive, like really expensive. I love it, so I just use it, but I'm going to start saving it for special occasions. But I just take 2 full pumps of this, and then I go in with my EVITA Joseph's Ultimate Face Buffer. So this is how it looks. It looks just, yeah, like this. So I just go and I start blending from the jaw, just to make sure that everything is blended in, so I don't have like the harsh mark here. I go with my beauty sponge. This sponge is the best sponge so far. It's the AOA sponges, Shop Miss A sponges, and they are like, look at it, like this is how soft it is. Honestly, this is very soft. I just go in with this to blend everything in. Okay, so the next step is concealer. So I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Chestnut. So, and as you can see, I don't do the whole concealer that goes out here, because when you finish blending, this will already spread. So if you do apply it all here, then it spreads and then your face becomes like broad, and not for me. So then I go my beauty blender, beauty sponge, I blend my jaw and my forehead, because those parts are the most difficult to blend. So if the concealer dries, waka. As you can see, I let the concealer sit for some time. I come to apply my contour. I do this because when your concealer sits for some time, it becomes more like tacky and full coverage. So when you're blending, it shows and it like pops up and it's more full coverage. So you don't have to use a lot of concealer. But if you blend as soon as you apply, it's going to share it out and you keep applying concealer. But don't do this if your concealer is like very, very matte. This concealer is very creamy, so you can do this. So I take my Makeup Revolution Sculpt, is it Conceal and Define concealer, and in the shade C18. So I just take this, and this is very, very dark, too dark for me. So I just do like 3 spots, 4, and I do a line here, on my actual like cheekbone itself, not below, so that when I blend it will come below. So yeah, that's what I do. Do a few dots here to curve the double chin right here. Yeah, and I'll do my nose later. So then I use the same EVITA Joseph's brush, because I have a little of my foundation on it, so I'm going to blend it very well. So always, you don't need 2 brushes for this. So if you have your foundation brush, you can just use this to blend your contour. So as you can see, like my hand motions, I'm tapping and pressing, tapping and pressing, tapping and pressing. This makes it blend and it becomes like you don't see like a harsh like contour. So like tapping and blending. This brush is a very good brush. The first one I saw, I was like, oh, the bristles are too long compared to my other brushes, but it's actually very good, and I use it like very often. We go in with this and then blend the other eye. So I blend it over like everything, and the concealer also sets like, becomes like a base for my eyeshadow or whatever I do on my eye. So you see what I was saying? So it doesn't really move, so it gives you like that full coverage look. So just keep it for just for a few seconds. When you finish blending your contour, you come back. Don't do this with LA Girl. Don't do this with LA Girl. You mess up your makeup. After I blend everything together, I go in with the same brush I used to blend the edges, so that I don't have like contour, foundation, concealer. So just blend the edges together. You see, like there was a line, so just blend the edges together. So then after that, I use my Fenty Beauty powder in the shade, I don't know if you can see, in the shade Honey. Favorite powder, I'll pick it over Sacha Buttercup. Laura Mercier will be like, I've used Laura Mercier, the dark deep and then the normal translucent one. It's almost a par, but they feel different. But Benai, Sacha, or the other ones that you guys use, cancelled. This or Laura Mercier. They're expensive, but they're also big, so you can use them for a very, very long time. I had to use powder like this. Tap the excess on my hand like that, and then I set. I use the littlest powder, like the rest that's left, to set my concealer on my forehead, because the forehead can be very dicey. You can end up looking like very patchy on your forehead. So I just stick to what I know, the rest, and then I blend the one in my nose. And the good thing about the Fenty powder is it looks like I'm baking, but I'm not going to sweep the powder off just yet. I'm not going to sweep the powder off just yet. I'm going to blend the powder in, and everything will just blend in. Watch and see. You see, literally blended in. Just look. I'm looking at myself here, so in my mirror, but you see, so everything just like blended in. This powder is amazing. It's honestly amazing. So just blend everything in. Blend everything in. Take it back and blend your face. See, I think the whole thing is blending is key. So blending is what's going to make your makeup stay longer, make your makeup look flawless, look like your skin. So advice, get a beauty blender, get a brush, in your life will never be the same. After I set my concealer, I just go in with my Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami. Yeah, and this is a little red for me, so I'm getting the one before. This is Mocha Mami. Yeah, Mocha Mami. So I'm getting the cocoa something, that one. So that's what I'm getting. So then I use the EVITA Joseph. This brush is my most used brush, as you can see. It's dirty, but it's the all over powder brush. So I use this, just tap in like a little, tap the excess off, and then here wherever I contoured, I set. So I'm using like this side, so this side to do that. And I'm doing the whole this way, so it's like tap and move, tap and move, tap and move, tap and move. So it doesn't lift your concealer, and also it doesn't make, because it's too red, if you do that, it makes like, gives you a light look. I don't know how to explain it, but it just makes it look better. So it's like you're dusting. Just with this, I go in with my MAC Studio Fix, the MAC Studio Fix in NW50. I'm going to list all the shades and everything you need to know down. So I go with NW50, and this shade is darker. You probably cannot see that's darker than me, but it is darker. Should I say it dries? It oxidizes into a darker shade. So I use this to blend between my highlight and my contour and bronzer. So it's like, it moves from like yellow to like medium to then like dark brown. So it's like ombre, like a gradient. So everything just blends effortlessly. I use the other side of the brush now, tap the excess off, and then literally as if you're applying blush, but you're just blending your contour and your foundation. Looks good to me. And then something else I do differently. I don't like highlighter or using a fan brush for highlighter, so I use this brush to contour my nose. So I'm going to use this powder, and maybe I'll dip into a little bit of the Fenty, but this powder, just the sides of it's like the sides, and I just used to contour my nose. Make sure you contour like from your brow down, so. And because it's soft, it doesn't really pack like the color there, but you can see the contour. Going with the EVITA Joseph's brush into this dark one here. Going with the matte down brush into this one. So I'm going to use the same brush and then the light orange color here as my lid color, because I'm doing like an all matte look. After this, you're back like a rotation, turn around and buntish. Okay, so after this, I go in with the NYX Control Freak for my brows. So I use this too. Make my brows look like natural, and you know, the hairs just lay flat. So I'm done with my look, but I'm not done yet. So I go in with my Olay mist first. So I just a few. So just a little mist, and then after that I do, so this makes like all the powders like melts into my skin. Then after that I use the all-nighter, Urban Decay all-nighter. Everybody knows this. Oh, where's my fan? After I'm done, I take my Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. This mascara is the best. I love this mascara. Since I got it, well, I've put it down a few times because, of course, I have all the Maybelline mascaras. So I just do my bottom lash and then my top lash. Let me come closer. I don't want to zoom in, so let me come closer so that you see, because I'm going to use my mirror. Can you tell the difference? my brown pencil lip liner. This is an Avon. It has clean bar. It's from Avon or Avon or whatever you want to call it. So I just put a little in the middle. And then almighty Fenty gloss bomb. So yeah, this is, don't mind my little hairs here. It's not even little, they're supposed to be part of the pony. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you like it and enjoyed it and you know, all of that. So if you want to see anything like detailed eyeshadow look, simple everyday eyeshadow, or like a glam eyeshadow look, or something else, maybe how to do sleek bun, anything you want to know hair makeup related, I'm in the mood. So let me know in the comments. Please don't come and comment my Instagram DMs. Please comment here. See, the more you comment, the more you like the video. I doubt a lot of you make it to the end anyway, but the more you comment, the more you like the video, the more other people get to see it and also watch and enjoy and learn something from it. So I'll entreat you all to just leave the comments here. I reply all my comments, so I'll reply the comments. Please don't bring it to my Instagram DMs. It's enough over there. Let's keep YouTube on YouTube, you see. So yeah, this is it, and I'll see you in another video.